EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the birthplace of rock and roll, where the ceremonial guitar has been smashed. We're ready for football at Huntington Bank Field here in Cleveland. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. On the visitor's sideline, there's the head coach of the Ravens. His team lost last time out trying to turn things around this time. On the other side, it is the head coach of the Browns. His guys stuck in a bit of a losing streak, hoping the return home can be what they need. With Greg Olsen, I'm Mike Tirico, and out there is Tyler Luke to get us started. Off we go from Cleveland. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
The biggest takeaway coming off last week's loss is he just needs to make a bigger impact overall. He certainly wasn't bad. I mean, no interceptions, protected the ball. But he needs to do more. He needs to kind of let it loose and take some more shots downfield and maybe throw into some tighter windows. For his team to win, this offense needs to be better, and at the front of that is the play of the quarterback.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. So 4th down, and Ryan Wright on to punt it away. And he overhit that just a bit. Lands beyond the goal line, and that is a touchback. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
You just hope throughout your career, Mike, that you're not on the wrong end of too many games like last week. So many games in the NFL come down to one score. They're very close. And every once in a while, there are multiple score games where you just can't seem to keep it close. They've got to do a better job keeping pace early, get off to a faster start. They want to have a chance. Come the 4th quarter, this thing's within one score. They're going to feel a lot more comfortable this time around than where they were last week.
Jackson now on 2nd down. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Get this into the hands of Neighbors. And the defense can't look to stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun. And he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target. It's 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
Hey, report! Report!
A handoff, running left, it's Pacheco. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Yeah. 13.
The shotgun, here's Jackson. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. A big play there for Baltimore. 53 yards.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
What? Larry! UAA.
From the gun, Jackson. That is left side and caught by Flowers. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Jay Flowers. Touchdown, Baltimore. Luke now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get across the 20, mark him down to the 23-yard line. The Browns offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Set, hut. Ready.
On the ground, it's Sampson to start this drive. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick 1st down.
Good for a Browns 1st down.
Ready. Set,
Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion.
Ready.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he is out of bounds at the 45. That's 11 yards again. 2 plays in a row. And another 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Now they'll set up to throw. That one taken in by T. Higgins.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Yellow, one.
They'll give it to Sampson. And he'll get this down to the 40. That's a nice run. It's also a 1st down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive...
And he will score! Jerry Jeudy. Touchdown, Browns. A touchdown, lucky number 13 on the season. Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Browns will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're on top, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Robinson to return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Play action now. Jackson. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
And I like this defensive game plan. Going against an elite quarterback like this guy, Mike, you have to get bodies in his face. You have to get him around his feet. You have to move him off his spot. Because if he can sit there in rhythm, on time, comfortable in the pocket, he's going to pick you apart. So it doesn't always have to be a sack, but you have to make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
And he'll be stopped short of the first down and be able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. Here's 3rd and 2. To throw is Jackson. Oh, a bad decision there. Off his back foot, it's intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
Starts on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 4.
Yellow, line.
Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run! Touchdown, Cleveland. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. The quarterback had the decision to make, and boy, he chose the right one, taking it in for the touchdown.
The key to this play, Mike, is the decision-making by the quarterback. Get your eyes on that defensive end. If he crashes on the handoff to the back, you pull it, he gets out in space, and he does the rest.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens Headed back out again. And his numbers this season, eye-popping in a lot of categories. Let's just show you one. He is the NFL leader in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. On play action, here's Jackson. He's going to keep it himself. And he's out of bounds after a pickup of 3.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 7. Now it's Jackson. Short and complete to Likely. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
That's good for Baltimore. 1st down. 1st and 10.
Now Jackson. That one into the hands of Turner. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down. Off the play fake. Jackson. J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koromo. He gets in for the sack. It took a while, but that is his 1st on the year.
The offense is trying to stretch the field vertically. They're trying to put as many receivers into the coverage deep as possible. But you know what you need? You need time. You need to allow those guys to get downfield. But when you have a pass rush like this, they don't let that time unfold, and that pocket collapsed and results in a sack.
Second down. Jackson. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Third and long for Jackson. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. It's a big one for the Ravens. Pickup of 46 yards.
First down. A gain of 46 yards on the play. First down.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
Open right side is Likely. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark him out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
First down. First and goal, Baltimore.
They'll go with the sneak, and he will drive his way into the end zone. Lamar Jackson, touchdown Ravens. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. The extra point is good, and the Ravens will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10.
Opposite. Read.
They'll begin with a zone read. They'll take this forward for about 5. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Let's go now. Yellow, 22.
He'll look to throw. Now here comes the screen to Sampson. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
Yard gain on the play. And the Browns, 1st down.
They'll look to throw. Throwing deep downfield for Judy. That's hard. And he will score. Jerry Judy. Touchdown Browns. 2nd touchdown for him in the game. Number 14 on the year. They find the end zone through the air. Greg, that is one of the most popular plays because it works so often.
You're right, Mike. We see it all the time. It's a 4 vertical concept. But the key is you've got to stretch the defense and put pressure on the secondary. That's exactly what they were able to do here. They take advantage, and they go deep for 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Robinson. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense and receiver Malik Neighbors set to take over once more. He's right there in contention for the most receiving yards by a wideout this year, currently ranked 2nd in the NFL. On 1st and 10, Jackson. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Hey, report.
Back to throw, Jackson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Jackson looking to throw, sending it downfield for Likely. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Ravens sending. Punt team out there. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and it's come out to the 20-yard line. He'll start on the ground with Sampson. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Linebacker Troy Anderson there to make the play. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. And they'll stop at just over a minute remaining in this 1st half. 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Sampson. The Ravens use their first timeout. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this 2nd quarter.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Okay, ready?
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4.
Here we go, set.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The Ravens offense and receiver Malik Neighbors set to take over once more. He's put together some kind of campaign. Currently second in the NFL in touchdown receptions amongst wideouts. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And pick up 3 or maybe 4. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in on the stop. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and 6. Jackson sending it downfield for Likely. A huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Yellow, run.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard
Ready.
line.
Check pitch.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. We'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their second as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 16-yard line.
In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. Walter Nolan getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
Remember what this defense told us in our meetings this week, Mike. They don't think that they're necessarily going to be able to just stifle this offense play after play. They might have to give a little bit of bend, but they can't break. That's sad. That is the defense not breaking. Down there near your own goal line, come away with the big play and see if they can keep points off the board.
They'll empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3.
Let's go now.
The Browns going to use the last of their timeouts now. Talk things over before 3rd down. Tammy Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Browns will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. And he will not attempt to return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the 3rd quarter. 3rd quarter is set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Jeremiah Wusu-Koromoa in on the stop. An injured player on the field, and it's the running back, Jonathan Taylor. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 6. Lamar going to work from the pistol. That's complete. It's Malik Neighbors. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Raven 1st down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 54 yards.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. Here's Pacheco. And he's in! Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown, Ravens.
Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Now Jackson and the Ravens will try to tack on 2 more.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He'll drop to throw. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. Now, after the touchdown, Loop is back out to kick this one away.
The Browns take over.
The Browns offense ready for their first possession of this 2nd half. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here. Starting with a 1st and 10.
Yellow, line. Set, hut. Hut.
Inside run with Sampson. And he looks past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 2.
Black block.
Once again, it's Sampson. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Green. Set.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. On throw, right side, taken by Njoku.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. And he will get into the end zone. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Cleveland. That is 2nd TD catch of the season.